Before I came to Glasgow West Regeneration, I just moved into the area in the West End where I live from a rehabilitation centre which I was in for 6 months, and at that time basically everyone was pretty new, and I was full of fear. There was a lot of fear there, nervousness. You know, it was actually like being born again into society, really. Yeah. I was living in absolute chaos and madness, and anger and fear and hatred as well. Do you know what I mean? The only respite I would get from feeling and absolutely hating myself, do you know what I mean, was to use the drugs I was using. And I don't know when that changed or when that happened, from being maybe a bit of fun at the start and being afraid to live and looking forward to death more than life, really. Do you know what I mean? Basically, getting introduced to the West End Regeneration was when I'd moved into White Inch, and I was just going on passing for breakfast. I seen the sign and went in there. Just basically from reading the sign on the outside, you know, and the list of options that was there kind of met the needs that I had in my situation at that time. Facilities are it's what you need for the, well, especially for the help I got on courses and all the things I wanted to inquire about, and that was a lot of things, like I said before. Especially my situation, I didn't have a phone, I didn't have internet access, and all the things for a lot of people take common and for granted. Do you know what I mean? I had none of that. Even being able to walk past the office with something running through my head, a number that I want to phone, I can just go in there and say, such and such is my worker, can I come in here and use your phone? And I've never had a problem with that. That's how I got the job I've got just now. People do say to me, you know, you should give yourself a pat on the back. And it's not until I look back at, or see maybe a photograph sometimes of when I was before, and I think, this is how far I've come. You know, it's easier for somebody else to see how far I've came rather than it is for me to think, okay. But that's something I've got to keep an eye on as well, so I don't end up back there. One of the most common things I would probably get presented with going down the road was smacking the jaw if I was lucky. To getting a phone call to say that I've got an award for an achievement that I've done, it's a big change, and it's nice. I'm currently employed by a firm in the city centre, and through them I got introduced to a training course in social care to help people with addiction problems. It runs out in March. By that time I will have my SVQ2 in health and social care. That's a qualification I never ever thought I would have. You know, to actually help people with problems, whether it be addiction, alcohol, or elderly people looking for support. But in the future it could be a number of any things.